Hello. I turned my mic up a bit. Hope that works out. Hmm. Let's see. Hmm. Why nothing but time for with my son. I check my look in the mirror. Oh God. I don't even know the words to it anymore. I'm awful. Let's see. Hmm. Actually hoping that they had minerals over here. That would have been nice, because then I could get a head start feeding the old sprite. I like how the tier 1 blast cubes can hurt you, but the tier 2 ones can't. Like, why did they change that? Because the tier 2 ones used to be able to hurt you. And I really enjoyed using them to, like, hurt the enemies, because they would totally damage random mobs that they hit too. But no more is that. Has been corrected.
I can learn to understand you much better if I can get familiar with the way you talk.
Is Jack going with us?
Probably not. So that I can feed the rabbits.
You want to see your sister? delicious. Look, it's a giraffe. Beautiful giraffe.
So now I'm on my way to fight the Snorlax, and that will be nice. Because I can start to gather bits for that. That's interesting that they can do that. I guess no, this is the one where you do fight through that sun. I was not sure. Then she said, "Yep, I am indeed." Then she said, "That is my alt." I'm actually purposefully not going to heat my gear so that my sprite gets more heat, since it'll be cut off from that. And I won't plan on using the gear, but I do plan on using the sprite. Doing no damage. Also, you have to love that he's called Bruce Springsteen. Or she, as Apis seems to think. What do you think? I hate that I can't go like through them. Normally you can shield bump, but you just can't with the star shield. Or the no star shields being just proto. It like really throws me off actually. Let's see. Okay, so it is indeed open public. Oh. Let's see. So this is actually kind of important. If you notice, the hot edge is actually, like, if you think about it, it's better than Combuster and Fang of Vogue. Like, if you ignore the fact that it's a 1-star weapon. Or, yeah, 1 star, I guess, is the max you can get it to. Combuster's charge is better. So is Fang of Vogue's, but like, if you were to extrapolate this out, then mechanically, its swings though are like, they're Fang of Vogue's, but they're fast. All of the early game weapons are actually a lot better than the ones that come later. So that way, new players actually have an advantage further than being in an area with all morphed enemies. I think that's really interesting. that they did that little bit of game design there. The exception, I suppose, is really bombs. I'm tempted to open that, but I shouldn't, because that's kind of cheating. I need to conserve my monies. I'm gonna just kind of pretend that I don't actually have energy. If anything, I'll tax crowns from this account and put it to my name. Eventually. Because I'm gonna stop the progression at some point, so that way it never gets to 5-star. I wanna be forever young. You really wanna not be Vanguard. Okay. I can't actually like sing past one sentence of it and then keep going. It just doesn't work. Good job, Seraph, thanks, you almost did it. I wonder if these are actually like useful in Tier 1. I bet they actually are really useful. Yeah, see, look at that. I really turned them a new one there. I bet freeze is good too. Yeah, just like 20. I guess a full clip does 24, but still. It's like doing more. How much does my sword do? Yeah, like 16. So yeah, the barrier is actually pretty OP here. I think I want sleep vials though. These crowns will be good. I am at 811 now. The first order of business, of course, was to get a stack of pet food, which I did. I'm kind of playing this a bit strategically. I want to be in a good position to get 3-star Twitter Druid drops. Or I suppose if they do Black Cat or something, I'm going to want to get Black Cat hood, so I'll have to probably farm a ton for that. And the Black Cat armor, if possible. The 3-star, I mean. So yeah, I don't actually need to heat this one, because they're going to give me Shocking Edge soon. Let's see, do I have... No, I don't have any other shields. Yeah. So this is also a 1-star weapon, then. What level is this? Is this Shrine of Slumber? No, it's Shrine of getting your ass poisoned. Let's see. These all have CTR, so I want the ASI one. Yeah, okay. Let's go. The reason I'm fighting stuff is so that I can get a few crowns for use with Auction House and or Basil. Depending on who wants to sell me better deals or whatever I can sell. I'm probably going to start out farming pet food for money, if anything. Because I can easily sell red and blue or red and I was about to say green. Can't sell green. Red and purple minerals for cash. I don't think I'm going to get Dracon. I might buy the other sprites for this account eventually, I don't know. Depends on how much I end up using it, I suppose. I sort of don't need to, though. It's like my main already has everything, so it's like pointless. No, not everything, but most things. Yeah, see, Apis knows. He knows the power of the crap gear. Oh, he dodged it. And now it has like 20 seconds of cooldown. Be kind of interesting if they made the sprite skills like less spammable, maybe? I don't know. Because the sprite definitely has the opposite effect. Like, sprites start out as garbage, and then they very quickly become better. At level 15, I mean. Because you get the invisibility from Masquerade, you get Dracon's... Okay, the Dracon doesn't actually become that much better. He becomes a bit better, but you can do some serious DPS with his garbage thing. The power of what? The power of the crap items, yeah. The power of garbage. I really just need heart attack so that I can really do Jelly King easily. Went for the risky third hit. It allows you so much leeway in the beginning of the game too. Like, I don't. It feels like I have like an extra Pinta out of nowhere on right now, because I keep just messing up and getting hit. But my attacks are doing like nothing, which is kind of interesting. I guess I'm kind of used to full Black Cat and level 10 items or whatever. All that good stuff. See. Do you read these immediately? If I read them out loud usually when I do read them. I have to page over to read them. So I read them in like whenever I have time. I would maybe put them on my screen or something if I could, but I don't know how. I might just figure it out at some point, but also I'm just being lazy with this because I don't really have to figure it out. And it's not that big of a deal, I don't think, but I don't know. Probably should figure it out. Interesting if they did separate emergency revives off, they could totally use that to buff the knight further in the beginning as opposed to the end game. Which they used to do, like revives used to be cheaper in tier 1 and 2. And they kind of lost that mechanic. Because now it's just one spark of life. And they just kind of flood you with sparks at the beginning, which is fine, but I kind of disagree with it. Well, no. It's good that they flood you with sparks at the beginning, because then the game is really easy. Well, not easy, but like... So the way I view sparks is like you get them, and then you can progress a bit in the game. Like... Yeah. Oh, it's Baylor. Oh, okay, so to Baylor. There you go. Yeah. It's kind of when I'm reading them or whatever. Okay, so I have my 1,000 crowns. Could craft more zappers. Except the game now gives you a zapper, so there's like no need for that. Could go Wolver. I don't think any of these are that amazing. Heavy Hatchet is not something new or unique. These are... I'm not going to buy all of these. I'm just looking at what's available that's unique. It's actually quite a bit. Huh. I think I'm going to try to resell these. Yeah. That might go over well, or I could learn them and then craft a few, but I don't think that's a good idea. Anyway, let's see. I have a big beast basher, so I will use that because this is the Snarble Axe, and the damage versus beast should be good. Just dandy. Yeah, so I'm saving my points for when I get to the appropriate level to murder things. I think I want the spine cone from this, honestly. Although it'll be kind of hard. I guess I'll get bomber armor? I don't know. I don't know what armor would be the best to start out with. Probably would be bomber. Seeing as to that bomb CTR can be very good. Let's see. The Big Beast Bash. Big Bash Beast. Big Beast Basher. Bash Beaster. Big Beastro Bash. Ship. What other armors are there even? I suppose there's also the other cat items. I do need these. Seeing as that I will likely want to sell pet food to get my feet off the ground or whatever. I honestly thought about bringing the hot edge for all of the undead and construct here. Even though it's a beast level, it's actually like weak to elemental for the most part, because you have all of the cats, you have all of the zombies, and you have all of the turrets. And I say turrets because in the shadow layer they are howitzers, but here they are the others. Yeah. Just they didn't have Howlitzers back when they designed the level, so all the bosses just used normal construct turrets. Which is like, oh, you'd expect that they would invent a new boss level that uses a new kind of turret. But we don't really do that anymore. Because they literally never made bosses after the Snorlax, and I suppose the danger missions, really. Those are kind of bosses, but they don't have token items, so like, what's the point? Everyone just wants token item bosses. And then there's Cirrus. Cirrus would have had the opportunity to use Howlitzers and Slimes, Polyps. But it's a Gremlin level, and Gremlins and Construct are a thing, so obviously it's not going to do that. Big Beast bash this Gremlin real quick. Big Beast bash the cat. Blue Gato. Blue Gato. It's a Blue Gato. Oh, Apis is here. Oh yeah, I can rename. Oh no, Apis is inviting Grievers to the party. Okay, good. They have their stun gun in the Big Beast Basher. So that all is well and fair in the world, and we're not, like, stomping the shit out of the game. Actually, I kinda am stomping the shit out of the game using my knowledge. But the point is to do that, not to, like, using my gear. I guess. There's totally a difference, or something. There's not. People just think there is. Okay. Let's see. On the Big Beast Basher? On the stun gun. Oh yeah, the stun gun has like a little star and everything. Yeah, that's awesome. We need a 5-star weapon that like shoots the star. I would use it all day, every day. I actually do need to farm in parties so that I get minerals. That's how you get minerals, is by farming in parties. Apis knows the tactic. I just try to shield, except I fail and remember too late and stuff. But yeah, if people want to stream snipe, they can, as long as they don't, like, just stomp it with 5-star gear. I just don't want to, like... Yeah. We don't really get to play the game if we just kill it with 5-star items. I have not earned that item yet, actually. The one Apis is using. I believe you get that a bit later. Should probably save up files for the Snorlax. Because I suppose that the easiest way to kill it would probably be to just barrier the shit out of it while you hammer away with your beast smash. Because the added DPS would be very nice, I would think. Ultimately, I'm definitely going to be going for Swift Strike. Ooh, Spark of Life. I mostly just care that you're like not using just ridiculousness. Like, yeah, you got your Cyclops cap and your fencing jacket and your swords and guns. Let's see. Is this the boss? No, this is not the boss. I was like, man, that was way too fast. Yeah, it was, because it's not the boss. Okay. Oh no, he stole my vial, I think. No? Did they? Oh no, it's only Tuthelisks, I guess, that do that. Chaos Gateway drug, I know, right? Functional armor, the gateway drug to chaos. Maybe I'll go gunner armor. Gunner armor may be decent. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Because I'm not gonna get it to 5-star. So it won't get one stage of each and be like Siracy. Maybe I will go to 5-star or something, I don't know. Depends on what people want to see, I suppose. I'll probably still play on my main on stream, but... Probably use the Beast Bell, actually. Shield Bash actually starts out pretty good. It's kind of interesting. Because the big bad thing with Shield Bash is that, like, it doesn't do enough damage and utility to warrant losing half of your shield, which is like kind of a big deal, you know? Because then your shield's gonna break in like one hit. Because your shield only really has like 2 hits on it. Maybe 3, if you have the right shield, but most players I don't think actually do have the right shield. They just go with like Grey Ally shield or something. Which, I mean, I'm just gonna go with like Swift Strike, which is even worse, but... which is further Chaos Gateway drugs. I always forget about those. It'll be so nice when the damn Seraphynx gets heart attack. Apis and his big old cat. You got a big seraphing sun. That's fine, I don't care. Because, like, the sprite's not going to make much of a difference, especially if you just don't use it. Oh, sorry. Yeah, my audio kind of sucks, I've noticed. Or at least my mic kind of sucks. Correction there. Ugh. Oh, you have healthy boost. Lord. Healthy boost is like the greatest. I mean, I guess just health items in general in this are just way too good. Don't run away. Come back, kitty. Monster bones are actually mildly valuable, as you can craft like Wolver and Snarlax statues. I suppose I could also farm for the Snarlax statue item, and that could be decent. Ooh, someone added me on Discord. Go check that. Adventures. Anyone available? No, I'm not available. I am streaming. Okay. I should have swapped to Oof. To Oof. Oof. Okay, that's good. I have 2 frost barriers for use fighting the Snarlax. And it's not a matter of winning, it's a matter of winning quickly. And in like a decent time, so just in a decent time so that I don't have to like do this for 10 years, you know? I wonder if I have access to the expansion mission. I totally do. That's amazing. Because it's account wide. So I got it bought when it first came out on this account. I say got it bought because someone did a giveaway in a contest and I actually won it. I was like, oh wow. Because I was like way free to play back. The attack word is really nice. It does only one hit on charge. Oh, you mean the your heavy hatchet? Yeah. Yeah, that's like that. It sucks, but it's whatever. Oh, thank you to Bling Headshot for following. It warms my heart. I was grabbing a drink. Yeah, Cutter would be a bit much, I suppose, considering that I haven't really had enough time to build up money for that. Or, well, I have, but I've actually earned enough, like, on this run. I should be up to, like, maybe 5k when I sell those recipes. We'll see. I would shield bump him into the middle, because I like to do that. But my shield cannot shield bump, so no. Excellent. Oh no! My strategy has failed because I have failed. Oh, he just didn't let it happen on him. Cheating Snorlax is cheating. You were too far? Yeah, I bet he was too far or something. This fight needs like just a horde of Silkwings. Barrier strategy is hard to pull off, actually. It's funny because normally you just blitz him like once and he's just gone. If you actually do have to like hit him because he has some phases going on there. Or like he has like a maximum amount of damage he can take or something, I don't know. Not that time he cheesed it. Cheating some Snowblex. I think rather than hide in the middle, you just gotta like dodge like shit. You just completely fuck him. Like no shielding at all. Which it helps that my shield cannot actually tank the hits. Oh shit. It didn't work. Never mind. Shit like that. Oh, we're back to this again. I'm drunk, Apis. I don't actually drink. I'm not cool enough for that. Well, that time he was definitely close enough. I just make dumb jokes and laugh at them, though, honestly. What I do? Okay, so never mind the barrier. The barrier strategy tore the shit out of him. Holy shit. Do get yellow. Yep. So I got 3K on that run. Pretty bad, but in the old days I would have lost like about 6K worth in energy. So I would have been playing at a deficit, which is just, that was like the worst feeling, knowing that you're losing money by farming. Keep in mind that these are like nothing. Now let's see. Oh, there's oh wait. Yeah, okay. I cannot equip 2-star gear yet. See, what can I afford 2-star gear? No, I cannot. The base price seems to be 4,500 for those. Let's see, a little bit less for blasters. Pulsar is of course going to be expensive. Bombs, are there even any? Oh, there's some shark bombs are actually going for quite a bit. An electron charge. Okay. Wonder if there's anything that my main would want on here. Probably not, but whatever. Okay, so the good thing was gone. These are too expensive. I don't care enough. You know. Cool arrow helm? I already have one. I used it recently. Tech blue hood. Okay, yeah, it's nothing there. A flower tech for only 4.8 mil. How nice. Kind of looking for some wings, but not the ugly late harvest wings. Are they the ones that are guild ragecrafted? That's actually good though. Maybe we should just ragecraft and slowly sell stuff to get players to have options. Back in the day, I would have had enough to buy any sword that I wanted, pretty much. With this, like, 3K or so. But no longer. No more. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything too good on here. See, I could do the collector, and I would get some flawed orbs of alchemy. Oh yeah, I need to feed little Lapis. Oh. Oh, well, I guess I can just... Oh, I guess I need more. Oh, am I out of it? Oh, I have it. Got it. I'm out of it now, so... Let us go to craft the pet food. I can craft all of, like, one pet food. Okay. Kind of an issue. Considering that the pet is very good. Definitely gonna need to fix that. Okay, Liquefier will be really nice for Jelly King, I think. And I don't really need to buy any harnesses. Let's see, what was I gonna look for on your recipes? So we have discounted magic hood. Increased price on these, of course, because people really like these for costume. So I'm hoping that someone will come along in the next couple of days wanting one and just buy it out. Because 3,500 is like nothing to us, who are like, yeah, but for this account it would actually be quite a bit. So there is that. So I could actually craft a plate shield or a magic hood. See what other recipes I can get. Kind of an amusing game to build new knights, I suppose. Do you fine gentlemen have anything? You have a spur that is way overpriced. You have a big beast basher that I already have. You have a similar selection. But Spitfire would be interesting, except I don't really need it. I already have the shock one. Well, there we go. He's selling Wrench Wand. I didn't even know that he could sell that. Definitely going to be using the Wrench Wand in this playthrough. How could I not just craft as many of that as I can, possibly? Access the crafting machine. I need simple orbs, gremlin gizmo, and gel core. which are, of course, the 2-star materials, and I need to get into tier 2, blah, blah, blah. Is Wrenchwand good? No. Wrenchwand is not good, Apis. But I like it. Because it's not good. I mean, I'm not good either. Oh no. Anyway. I don't know. We can't see where Snorlax is in this yet. I could go down again. I'm debating, because I'll get that from there. I'd get Cold Snap with CTR mid, I guess. Ember Break. More Alchemy Orbs. CTR mid Fire Snap. And then Heavy Hatchet with ASI high. For like nothing. And all that happens after I beat the Collector. I guess I will create a public party for this then. I will do the Collector, I suppose. I don't know if I should keep that name or not. Apis is free to join. Kind of sad seeing the minerals. They used to be filled with so much hope and wonder. Progression is kind of an interesting concept in Spiral Knights. It never really was there in the beginning. I made a Spiral Knights bot, and people are like, why? What's the point? What do you do? Well, you don't do, you just go. There doesn't have to be a point to it. You're just stuck. You go down, you adventure. I guess there was progression originally, and in my bot. There just wasn't an end to it, and the end was what was supposed to like justify and bring people in. And I guess that didn't work, and that's why they went with missions, but I liked it better the old way. By God. By gum. I enjoyed walking 30 miles uphill in the snow. I guess the point of minerals in the game is kind of just to like bar your progress when you're like, okay, that's good. Mostly I'm just kind of hoping that I get you for the collector fight, Apis. Because I mean, that would be kind of nice, I guess. Are okay? Probably shouldn't do better. Just stick to like 1-star stuff, because like I tried to get the 2-star, but I can't equip 2-star yet, so even though I have the recipe for it, I cannot craft my wrench wand. So bring maybe the Proto Saber? Is that in this even? Or no, they didn't put Proto Saber in this. They put the other one in. That's right. They put the red stick thingy. Yes. That. It's like a fire cutter. Which is, again, quite an upgrade from what you get later. They also give them, like, heightened stats. Like, the heavy hatchet swings a lot faster. And probably hits a bit harder than Troika does later on. Troika kind of sucks later on, but you know. Heavy hatchet's pretty good. For the beginning. You can't use it later. Cheating with Swiss steps. I see. The reason I want to craft Wrench Wand is because it's a trap weapon. Like, no one should be crafting it. I'm not saying like a trap as in transgender, but like, yeah. Strong weapons. That's funny. Honestly, I would be normally just alone at this point in the game, which is also worth pointing out because we're like how far in now? Like an hour maybe? And I haven't seen anyone besides Apis who's stream sniping me, kind of, or invited onto the stream who knows me. And is clearly not new to the game. My goal is actually to do the danger missions, but with a new knight. Yeah, Jelly King is really the first run, and the problem with Jelly King is also that, like, you're probably going to be playing on normal. If you're new to the game, at least a lot of the players are. And if you're playing on normal, none of the older knights are going to want to join you because they want the loot, the elite orbs of alchemy that drop there, and you're not going to get very much. You're going to have a harder time on normal because there's not going to be some vanguard there. You know, all of that nonsense, so normal mode is kind of like just horrible for the game. They should really just remove the modes and put everything into elite, in my opinion. That or do what I said in the other suggestion, Brad, but which is they make normal mode the farming mode. Oh wait, no. Normal mode is like easy. Then you have advanced mode, which would be farming mode, where you get lots of crowns but less sparks of life and stuff. And then elite mode would become like way harder and would be like a super hard challenging mode where you'd get special drops from boxes or something. Like it would be like Shadow Layer difficulty, but for normal levels. I think that would be a good way of balancing the game in terms of the difficulties. You should be able to leave the map there, I think. Maybe I'll do that. Yeah, because you can totally leave the fucking map there. Lol. As long as Apis doesn't take the crystal, I can leave the map. Is there any point to leaving the map here? Well, first I want this. It's gonna take a while though. I needed the actually here. Come over here, Apis. I want you to stand here, return to ready room, and then come back so that you drop your mineral. Aw, yeah. They didn't fix this, did they? You could do this last time I checked, but I don't know. It just takes a little while. I've done it before, so I know that it works, or at least I did it a few years ago in Operation Crimson Hammer. It's funny, I just see it here and I'm like, oh, I can kind of do this weird, not quite an exploit thing. I mean, it would be an exploit, but it doesn't get you anything. It's just the game being broken. Kind of an amusing trick, I guess. If you can get it to work. No, I've never done it here. It might be impossible. You might need more minerals than this or something, I don't know. I don't think it's gonna work here. Whatever. Onwards with gameplay. Probably more interesting than the game itself, though, just trying to force your way through those stupid walls. It would be kind of amusing. It's fun to explore the void or whatever. Wear your wing accessory and make it work. Go for a fly. Honestly, the whole tier 1 thing was really smart, and like, it's a shame they kind of removed it, in a sense, when they made, because they basically just made it so that you don't need to spend much time here. Like, the missions just kind of deliver you through immediately from this, from tier 1. There's no point in staying there, you just immediately go to tier 2. You know, it's kind of a very vital part of the game that they removed for no reason. It made it so that players could catch up a bit faster, I suppose. There's no real point in catching people up, because the game goes nowhere. Tier 1 weapons are kind of boring too. Yeah, I'll say that, but when you're super new to the game, it's a really good learning opportunity is what I see. I don't know how I would like re-envision or whatever the beginning here. I think that you just need more minerals to make it work out. Because last time when I did escape the map, it was Operation Crimson Hammer, and I had plenty of minerals to do so. So like if we moved all of these back or something. Yeah, get the yellow. I desperately need the fucking yellow. It's funny because my main also needs yellow really bad. Because it's working on like Seraphim's number 4, and of course out of yellow on that. Oh. But yeah, I actually have the big old construct boost on this, from the UV that they give you. I think it's interesting that they give you UV versions. This is clever. I suppose the biggest difference is that I'm making this sprite play. Because I traded my like first set of crowns, the first 700 or so, for the ability to do the thing with the sprite. Hey, let you pick a card before you can proceed. The first time I fought this, I was like 5-star, and I was just like, what the hell is happening? He just kind of like walks around, crapping stuff out, dropping bombs. I'm just standing there like invincible, because of course I'm like 5-star or whatever. Also, the fake Chinese Spiral Knights has like taught me well how to fight collectors, because they just went nuts with this enemy. Like, they sped him up drastically. And then he just goes ham. Ooh, I got 5 people watching. That's pretty nice. Okay. Are these in between E-Type or whatever and Draco? I don't know what they are. Or what you're talking about. E-Type, yeah, E-Class, I think. Yeah, that's the basic one. Bolted Blade for 65 energy. That is an item that I have not seen in a long time. Bolted Blade. What could I buy? I could buy a chest box. Could buy a heavy hatchet. Another Beast Basher. Lord. You know the deals are bad when the game gives you the items for free. Oh. Well. 30 through like half of my ghost bells too. Okay, so we have receiving 3 sparks of life, the mission. Congratulations on becoming a spy. Greetings, Bruce Springsteen. Greetings, Bruce Springsteen. Oh, thank you, Cora. Yeah, whatever. I was like, yeah, whatever. Give me the minerals rock. Makes me sad saying that pun. I love puns, but that's just too much. Yes, I understand that minerals do nothing. And that they used to be glorious. Give me my heavy hatchet, boy. And my dim fire crystals. Not too bright, are they? The dim fire crystals. That's almost as good as the rock pun. See, we have alien ooze. Press F for gate creation. Oh, I did it. I pressed F. Rest in peace, gate creation. Let me see. So, okay, so I can totally equip that now if I get a Gremlin Gizmo and a Jeltor. And a simple Orb of Alchemy. Do I get a simple Orb of Alchemy? No, I get Flawed. Just flawed. See, Snorlax is coming up. So I do get some simple orbs here. I also just get the free ride. Now let's go fight the Snorlax again in the Clockworks. Oh man, let's see if anyone is on it. Ice Mall Arena in that. Okay. Let's go. Back to 2 viewers, okay. Yeah, Heavy Hatchet is going to be real good for me to start here. It starts out really nice. Nothing in that front. Oh yes, the Cold Snap. I will use Cold Snap, I suppose. Yeah, because I think Apis is going to bring a gun. Yes, Apis has a Zapper. That is perfect, Mr. Apis. Oh, there might be a slime here, I don't think so. I think this is Beasts. Armorabs. I believe that is a guild member. See, notice how, like, fast this thing hits. I mean, you might be saying, well, it has ASI high, yeah, but, like, Sudowooska does not hit this fast with just ASI high. Feels good. Leads you to believe this game is gonna feel good in the end game. And then you get the Troika and it's like just slow as shit. You're just like, wait. He's got the weeb stick. It is totally the weeb stick. That is funny. I'll let him. Well, I suppose interactions with 5-star Knights I haven't really had yet. And he is joining Apis mostly. So normally he wouldn't be here. But I do want to see, like, the interaction with Weebstick Man in the party here. Which I think Ashron is kind of a scrubby weapon, but... Beautiful. This sword is so good. It's so cool too. I want one in the end game. If it's not Sudowooska. We'll see if someone else pays for it. I'm not. Actually, no one paid for it if you're watching. I might try to join a guild soon. I probably will as soon as possible. But I'm not gonna join issues though. Has issues is both an anomaly in the game, in that it's huge when the game is basically kind of dead on the inside, or at least is doing. The player base has been on the small side to support big guilds, so it is the biggest guild, and normally I wouldn't be able to get into that very well either. But that's not the point. The point is just that, like, I'm already kind of in that on my other one. Let's see. Some good boxes over there, actually. Use up all of our good vials. Four sparks of not life are good, but are free, but I don't know. That's whatever. Am I a knight? I'm like a squire, I think. I don't actually know what the ranks are. I want a guild that doesn't know who I am right off the bat, because I want to experience trying to get into a guild as a new player, trying to find one. Even as like a good new player on basically a Smurf account, it shouldn't be easy. Also, the knockback on this is amazing. Watch. He slides like so far. I totally try to buy the paid tier 1 weapons just to get to use them in context, but I don't think that's a good idea. I want this to be more of like a free-to-play experience for this account, because no one's actually gonna be doing that. Not like half free-to-play at least. Like a realistic experience. It's not like, yeah. Also very informative. It's definitely a rather informative Let's Play or whatever. Do I have the other bomb? No, I just have Proto. That's fine, it has whimsicality though. I want to hit this so that it gets the thing, and this because I like the heavy hatchet. Anyway. Oh, Armor Abs isn't in a guild. Huh. That is totally not. See why he did join, actually. He could have not joined for Apis. He could have joined just because. Or he could be viewer number 2. So I'll let him use his 5-star stuff then, without kicking him. The only reason I'd kick him is because if he was joining because of Apis. I just don't want people stream sniping me and that changing the experience too much. Because as a new player, part of it is seeing these players join. Okay, so that's good. Alright. I bet the charge on this is like super amazing. Actually, it's not. It's kind of funny. You know, this would actually be a viable alternative to Pseudoruska. Just like it would be balanced with it, because Pseudoruska has a much better charge than this does, but you know. This obviously has a much nicer swing. I believe it also even comes with like an intrinsic damage bonus. This is pretty sweet. I remember when they added it. We're all like hoping for something big new content for endgame players, and then they're like, we're barely in Haven Ults, it's funny. Yeah, we were all hoping that they were gonna add something new for the end game. And then they added like early game crap and we were like, no! And honestly, it's kind of good that they worked on the early game, but kind of not. I guess they were just remaking everything and polishing it. And then they like got stopped by Sega or something. Like looking back on it, that's probably what was happening. $29 damage. Ooh boy. Ooh baby. Oh, there is a contest in on the forums. I am actually able to contribute quite a bit more than I thought I would be able with armor abs here. Possibly because he's just using his vortex. So like... I like ASI combos into Vortex almost better than charge ones, just because they're kind of more fun to execute. By that I mean like, if I charge I can go into it, but if I have an area of effect on my normal hits, I can just use that for the thing too. It's almost more fun, more exciting. Vortex plus Hot Edge. The combo the world dreams of. Electron Vortex plus Hot Edge. I thought about them making a tier 1 Vortex. I don't think it would be bad. Necessarily. I had a feeling he would leave. It usually is pretty boring in the beginning of the game here. So I already need more for the and more Sprite foods. And I'm not even using them for anything but leveling up. That's fantastic. That and Apis. And Apis is doubling the amount of minerals that I would be getting. Just about. I guess I could try to find someone to like trade with, but there's not going to be anyone. It's almost as if the MMO relies on having lots of players coming in to function. And in not having that, it cannot actually function. Like doing the 3-hit combo in like tier 1. I'm trying to do the arcade so as to kind of get ahead. I'm not focused on completing the missions as much. I feel like Spiral Knights is kind of like the model train convention. Like, young people don't really like it that much. I mean, it's cool, but like, it's mostly just a bunch of like old men that are obsessed with trains. And Spiral Knights is a bunch of old men obsessed with trains. They're obsessed with Spiral Knights, and young people are like, oh, that's kind of neat, but they don't like play it religiously or join the community, and they don't really have room to join either. It's really an interesting problem. If you join early on in the game's life cycle, then you end up at a much better position than if you join later on. But obviously you can't just not reward people for playing for a long ass time. It's kind of hard to like think of a good solution for. I guess I've always kind of wanted to have what I call like a flat weapon system, which is to say that the weapons would all be like, yeah, it's good, mix it up. The weapons would all be like just the tier 1 weapons, or just 5-star weapons, kind of.